5 weeks of NFL down, MLB playoffs in full swing, hockey and basketball are finally back. It's the best time to be a sports fan, and welcome back to Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and so much excitement is going on in the world of sports. Starting off with the NFL, we are now 5 weeks down, and teams are starting to get into midseason form. Teams like the New York Giants, undefeated Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills all look like early Super Bowl contenders and continue to win games behind high-powered offenses and dominant defense. On the other end of the spectrum, there are teams underperforming and in need of a serious turnaround before playoff hopes go out the window. The Raiders, Steelers, Commanders, Lions, and Panthers have all fallen to just 1-4, and unless some major changes are made, these teams won't even come remotely close to the playoffs. One of these bottom-of-the-barrel teams is making some major changes. Just this week, Carolina Panthers head coach Matt Rhule was fired less than 3 seasons into a 7-year, $62 million contract. The Panthers also fired defensive coordinator Phil Snow. The team put up just 11 wins with 27 losses while under Matt Rhule, including the 1-4 start to this season. Part of Rhule's downfall was the inability to find and keep a franchise quarterback. After having 3 different starting quarterbacks at the start of each of his 3 seasons, this year wasn't any better. Quarterback Baker Mayfield has a 16.5 total quarterback rating, the lowest after 5 games of any starter since ESPN began tracking the number in 2006. Mayfield's also now expected to miss 2 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain, and backup PJ Walker will take over the offense. On top of all the turmoil with the Panthers organization, there are rumors circulating that teams are attempting to trade for Carolina's star player, running back Christian McCaffrey. While the Panthers are able to say no to any trade, the word around the league is that they're willing to listen to trade offers. Some teams that have already inquired about the all-pro running back are the Broncos, Bills, Eagles, and Rams. Time for my new favorite part of the show. Last week, I finally achieved the impossible and went 4-0 with my picks, which brings my season record up to 11-5. Let's see if the streak can continue this week. Here are my 4 winners. The Bucs over the Steelers, the Eagles to take down the rival Cowboys, the Rams to bounce back and win against the troubled Panthers, and the Baltimore Ravens over the New York Giants. The first 1/3 of the season has been incredible, and hopefully it gets even better as more weeks go by. Over on the Diamond, fans were elated to see the San Diego Padres make it out of the wild card round after taking down the New York Mets 2-1. What makes it even better for us Southern California fans, we now have the 2 local teams facing off in the divisional round. Game 1 was on Tuesday, and the Dodgers jumped out to an early 5-run lead and held on for a 5-3 victory over the Padres. Then we got Game 2 on Wednesday, and strangely enough, the Padres won by the same score as Tuesday, 5-3. The series is now all tied up at 1-1, and Game 3 will be tonight at 8:30 at Petco Park in San Diego, followed by Game 4 on Saturday at 9:30 p.m. It's unfortunate that we will have to say goodbye to one of our 2 hometown teams, but the best case scenario, for the fans at least, would be the series going to Game 7. Speaking of hometown teams, both of our local hockey teams kicked off their seasons this week. The LA Kings opened their season at home on Tuesday night against the Golden Knights, and the Knights were able to secure their first victory on the road, winning 4-3 over the Kings. The Kings play again tomorrow night in Minnesota at 5 p.m. The Anaheim Ducks began their season at home as well, taking on the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday night. After a rocky start, the Ducks were able to force the game into overtime, all tied up at 4-4. Troy Terry would score his second goal of the night 55 seconds into overtime to earn the Ducks a victory in their first game of the season. Anaheim will play again tomorrow night as well on the road against the New York Islanders. Unfortunately, we will have to wait until December 20th to see the Kings and Ducks face off, but that game is always worth the wait. Thank you again for joining me on yet another edition of Sports Corner. As more stories and updates continue to unfold, I will report them here every Friday. I'm Cole Young. Enjoy your weekend filled with sports.